If you are swarming, you would hit that subscribe button. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. We are here to talk about your biggest worries for the Houston Texans upcoming season. Yes, I'm getting worried, guys. The inspiration behind this video is I've been stressed at work lately. You know, I got a little worries at work, and hence why I got that nasty bugger.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
It's going away. But it inspired me to go, man, you know, I got some worries for this Houston Texans team. And of course, this team isn't perfect. I'm not saying they are. But I want to know, what are your biggest worries for the Houston Texans in this upcoming season? There's a lot of hype around them, and I get it. It's necessary. This team on paper, let's say this first. This team on paper has the capability of reaching the ceiling. And the ceiling is a Super Bowl. Like, that is the ceiling for this Houston Texans team. If everything goes right, that is the ceiling. Now, with that being said, again, this team is not perfect, and there are worries that need to be addressed. And I think I have some of my biggest worries when it comes to the regular season. Now, while you're at it, go ahead, go down in the comment section. Let me know, what are your biggest worries for the upcoming season for the Houston Texans? Make sure to go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, do y'all thing, smash that like button, easiest smash of your life. Hit that subscribe button. We already know what it is. We're on the road to not 8K, 10K, 10,000 subscribers. That is all thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, subscribed. So while you're at it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. On the road to 10K, trying to get there before the regular season. I believe we can do it. I know if you are swarming, you would hit that subscribe button. I know that for a fact. So without further ado, this is The Lead, the hot spot of all Houston topics, where it's Astros, Rockets, or Texans. And we're going to be dropping a lot more content when it comes to the Astros and the Rockets as well. We got some Donovan Mitchell to talk about. We got Jose Abreu rant that I need to get to and address. The Houston Texans, though, let's address this upcoming season and about the worries I have for this team. So with that being said, let's address the secondary. I think that's the biggest worry when it comes to anybody that's a Texan fan. You know, yeah, Derek Stingley, absolute cornerback one. There is a worry, though, with him, and it's that he's never played a full regular season healthy. That is still a worry with him. And then I look at the rest of the secondary. There's worries around Jeff Okudah and CJ Henderson. Yes, I like signing guys that have potential still. And Jeff Okudah had a decent year with Atlanta last year. But ultimately, I'm looking at both guys that also have injury history as well and have not lived up to their full potential. Now, the San Francisco 49ers with DeMeco Ryans, way back when, they like to grab cornerbacks like this and showcase that, yeah, they still got some chew left to the bone, and they actually showcase themselves pretty well in this scheme. With that being said, the Houston Texans still not only have problems at cornerback, but also the safety position. When it comes to Jimmy Ward and Jalen Petrie, there is some worries around Jalen Petrie for me. This is a year 3 for him. Whether or not he's a boom or bust kind of pick is going to be ultimately the biggest question when it comes to the safety position. I like Kalen Bullock and I like Kamari Lassiter. I like what they bring to the secondary. Both guys are just rookies, though. That's a lot of expectations to throw at them. That is my biggest worry for the Houston Texans. But I have smaller worries as well. And I think one of the smaller worries, and I'm going to knock on wood, even though this wood is fake, I am going to knock on wood that Joe Mixon is still the same Joe Mixon of the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that's one of my smaller worries. I do believe he's going to do his thing, but man, you know, sometimes I'm like, man, you know, in my dreams and nightmares, maybe Joe Mixon isn't the same running back from the Cincinnati Bengals. What if he breaks down? Who do you have in I just don't believe the Houston Texans address the running back position enough because they are putting a lot of their eggs in the basket for Dameon Pierce. This organization has a lot of faith that he has figured out this system going into year 2 with this system. I need to see it before I can fully react to whether or not it's true or false. We all need to see it as Texans fans. And then they didn't address the running back position until the 6th round with Jawar Jordan. Yes, running backs play very well in this scheme. Yes, there's a lot of numerous 6th-round running backs that play very well in this scheme. I would have rather the Texans address the running back position earlier and maybe do something a little bit different and do similarly like the Miami Dolphins where they have Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert and they drafted Jalen Wright from Tennessee. Like, okay, no problem. I would like to do that too. That's just one of my smaller worries for this Houston Texans team. One of the other worries I have for the Houston Texans is the interior defensive line. And I think it's a smaller worry, but there isn't that big name guy. And I know you don't need a big name guy to have a good group, a good unit to have across the interior. I get that. But ultimately, you got a lot of guys that are just rotational guys that are decent, but you don't got anybody that's really, keeping offensive coordinators up at night when it comes to the interior defensive line. Now, I know Danico Autry is a tweener, and he is going to be playing some of that inside defensive line, but he's also an edge guy as well. So, he is that tweener, but that's only one guy. Like, you got rid of Malik Collins for a bag of beans. It didn't really work out because you thought you were going to get Eric Armstead, but it is what it is. The Houston Texans, I think, it is a smaller worry for me when it comes to the interior defensive line. I'm not as worried about it, but it is on my list. It is. Those are some of the worries I have for the Houston Texans. Let me know, guys, what are your biggest worries for the upcoming season? I think those are the 3 that I could just think of off the top of my head. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll reply. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.